We are wrapping up our new moon in Aquarius energy. Our sun is moving closer and closer to Neptune. And we have our Jupiter and Uranus conjunction coming, my friend. This and more inside this week's Sidereal Astrology Forecast. Hey, 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 my friend. Danny C. Moonies here. Spiritual healer, intuitive astrologer, helping you heal your past, present, and future. This channel is all about sidereal astrology, spirituality, and life after awakening. My friend, I am so blessed and honored to be here with you today because we have got some things to talk about in our sky that is happening. We just had a really beautiful new moon in Aquarius. I don't know if you felt the vibrant, let's just say, a vibrant energy of Aquarius coming through for us this past Sunday. And so now we're moving into a waxing crescent. We'll be through waxing crescent. Our moon will move through a few different signs this week, which we'll talk about. So without further ado, my friend, let's go ahead and get started with our forecast for the week. So let's see here. What do we have? We have quite a few things happening. Let me go ahead and share my screen there. And remember, friends, if you are wanting to see, if you're catching this on the YouTube channel and you're like, ooh, I really want to hear this, then if you're more of like an audio person, you can catch this forecast over on the Cosmic Mystic podcast on all your favorite on all your favorite platforms like Spotify, Apple, Google. I don't know. We're pretty much on everything. And if we're not on there, let me know so I can get us over there. And then if you are on the podcast and you're like, I want to really see what Danny is sharing and her funny faces, then come on over to the YouTube channel, Keeping It Real with Sidereal. And you can see the charts and all the things that I'm talking about there. Okay, let's dive in. As always, we like to take a look at our sun and where our sun is. And so we can see here, we are at 27 degrees Aquarius, 27 degrees Aquarius. So we are at the very, very end of our Aquarius season. Our sun will be moving into into Pisces, out of Aquarius into Pisces later this week. So we're going to talk about that. And we've got this conjunction right here that I want to talk about because this is coming up. And then we started this sextile with Uranus last week, which was something I did talk about in last week's forecast, and also was kind of part of the energy that we were experiencing with this new moon, which is making it extremely vibrant. So let's talk about the Sun conjunct Neptune. That's what it is. That's what it's called, an aspect, Sun conjunct Neptune. And this will be starting to come together as of March 11th and will run through the 22nd of March. So we have it for about 11 days here where this energy will be coming together and then moving apart. It will be most vibrant on the 17th of March. So, what does the Sun conjunct Neptune mean and how might it affect you? The Sun is our consciousness, right? And Neptune is the planet of our dreams. It's the planet of transcendence. It's the energy of spirituality, what is hidden, what is beyond the 3D realm, right? What is beyond the matrix, what is beyond this time and this place here. And it's rules the zodiac sign Pisces. So our sun, right, will be moving into Pisces, as I said. And so these planets are going to be together. So our consciousness and the energy of Neptune, it's going to amplify this energy. And so our intuition, our energy of bringing things to an end, to a closure, because that is Pisces energy. Pisces energy is all about the end, wrapping things up. It's the last zodiac sign. It's gotten, if we think of it as a journey, it started with Aries and it's gone all the way around through all of the zodiac signs. And now it is at Pisces, the very end of the cycle. So we're about to end this cycle as we start to enter the next season, right? We'll be hitting into spring and then we will hit into Aries. So in sidereal astrology, Aries does not start in spring because we don't base it on the seasons, right? We base it on what's actually happening up in our sky. And so we'll enter spring through this ending, right, with Pisces, and then through into Aries with our spring. So the sun conjunct Neptune, what you can find here is like they're hanging out together. So they're in their home, right? Neptune is home and the sun has come to visit. And so when the sun comes to visit Neptune, it's like you're coming to visit your spiritual woo friend. Oh, yeah, that's me. This is an increase in your sensitivity, your intuition, your empathy, more interest into the spirit world. So, whether that is through spirituality, whether that is through Christianity, whatever way in which you want to connect deeper to the divine, to God, to the universe, right? It's how am I connecting? What are my spiritual practices? What new interests, right? And what new practices can I do? When I first started out leaving the world of Catholicism and stepping into more of a spiritual realm, I started looking into different things and I came across paganism. And so I started learning the thoughts and ideas and beliefs around paganism and the things that they follow. And I still hold a lot of those things that I learned back in that very beginning. And then I stepped into other areas and started, diving into these aspects of other spiritual teachings, so to speak, and so or practices. And so there you might find yourself wanting to explore different ideas and find different mentors or groups. And I, just like with religion, I always would say explore. I did it myself, right? Explore different ideas, explore different ways, and find what resonates for you. I call myself an eclectic witch for a reason. I have a bunch, my hands in a bunch of different things. I don't follow one way of being. It's kind of a mix, right? So this is also a time where you might find setting boundaries is going to be a little bit harder because Pisces tends to be a little bit more fluid. And so, this time there may be a little bit harder for you to set those boundaries, and it's kind of hard to, feel past things. Um, Definitely a good time to be mindful of escaping reality. And so when I talk about this, I'm also talking about Pisces season here for a second. Is Pisces is very much about escaping reality. It is hard for Pisces to live in the present, right? It's always wanting to go beyond. It's wanting to move into the future. It's wanting to leave this time and this place. And it's at the end, right? It's here for transcendence. And so, because of that, we can find ourselves getting caught up in escaping reality. Now, there are many ways for us to escape from reality. Some of those ways may be really positive and uplifting for us, and some of those may not be. So when I talk about escaping reality, we're talking anything from drugs and alcohol to books to movies to daydreaming to sleeping, right? Escaping the here and now, not wanting sometimes to deal with the things we know we I don't want to say the word need, but should be working on or should be dealing. It's a little bit harder during this time for us to see what we cannot see, which is why, right? We come to coaches, we come to guides, we come to practitioners and healers to help us see what we cannot see. So, this is also a really good time to do some of that deeper work and allowing the subconscious to come out. So that is where we are coming in here with the Sun conjunct Mercury. Now I also want to take a look here at Mercury. Mercury is leaving that Neptune energy, right? So this is why when we look at this, we can see these guys all kind of hanging out together. They're all not hanging out together, but they're pretty close. Like Mercury is just leaving Neptune, and it is making its way towards, and this is towards the end of the week, but I want to show you because it is making its way towards Chiron. And as we get to Chiron here, it just starts to enter as about right here. This is set at a 6 orb, but I tend to look at a 6 orb. So it's coming really around the 16th and is going to peak on the 20th. And so Mercury and Chiron, Mercury is our thoughts, Mercury is our thinking, it's our communication. And so Chiron is our wounds. And so our thoughts are going to get really, really in tuned with our wounds. And they are allowing us, though, the beauty of this particular transit is an opportunity for us to look at our wounds closer and to find the treasure within them. It's the opportunity to become aware of the wound as being a gift. And so, Mercury helps us, I'm going to say, see, right? And understand the difficulties that sometimes our wounds are hard to understand. Okay. So we might be recalling some hurtful things that maybe have happened to us, whether it was through parents or siblings or teachers or classmates, right? Where our self-confidence was rocked or we felt inadequate or unworthy. And so some of these things may be coming back, and we may start to feel this, right, as Mercury gets closer. So this is kind of coming in at the end of the week as the sun moves into Pisces, as we continue on with that conjunction. And so I wanted to note it here because you might start to be feeling it, but we're really going to start to feel it over the next month. So kind of wanted to put that in there for you. But now let's talk about the one thing that I think is probably going to be one of the major things. We're going to talk a lot about this over the next couple of months, is the Uranus conjunction with Jupiter. So these conjunctions only happen every so often. They're not super common, okay? So when we have a bigger planet like Jupiter and one of our outer planets like Uranus come together, we're going to expect collectively some shifts and some changes. Now, currently, both of those planets in sidereal astrology are in Aries. Jupiter being our planet of growth and expansion, and Uranus being our planet of rebellion, of chaos, of being very erratic, right? Of shaking things up, that unexpected kind of energy that just comes in and swirls us. And then we're like, wait, what just happened? And then we're like, oh, right. Okay. So I say that to say that these two coming together, I'm anticipating definitely some surge of energy in a couple of different ways. There's going to be a strong need for freedom, a really strong energy around innovative ideas, intuitive hunches, a desire to create something new for ourselves. There could be sudden windfalls, that could be promotions, um, uh, romantic situations, right? It's really an opportunity for expanded awareness. And so over these next couple of weeks, I'm going to talk more and more about this Uranus conjunction and how we can use this in our personal development as well as our business, because I know a lot of us have stepped into the entrepreneurial world. I've been here for a while now, but there are a lot of people that I've been coming across that are in that space, a lot of healers and coaches, practitioners, and conscious leaders, right? And so I also want to talk about how we can use this in our businesses coming up. Now, the final thing I want to talk about is where our moon is kind of moving through, just to give you an idea of where our emotional energy is going to be throughout this week. And so we can come back over here to the beginning of the week on the 11th. I was like, what's the day? On the 11th, our moon begins in Pisces. And so with Pisces, as I said, very intuitive energy. So it's a water sign, great time to get some self-care in, to take it easy. Don't kind of push yourself too much if you can, but really allowing yourself to daydream, to just sit in meditation, to, do some spiritual practices. This would be really good. Take a bath. Working with water is a really good thing to do during this first couple of days of the week, which would be Monday and beginning of Tuesday. And moving into Wednesday, or later Tuesday into Wednesday and Thursday, our moon will be transiting through Aries. Aries is a fire sign, which is a go, 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 action oriented, initiative energy, getting things started, getting things moving, really being it. Aries struggles with delayed gratification. It wants it now. It wants to get it done. It wants to do it. And so Aries energy, we can feel like we're like, oh, I just want to get this done. I just want to wrap this up. I just want to move this forward. So this is a really good time to like complete those things really quickly. Also a really good time for my healers, coaches, conscious leaders, practitioners making offers. Really good time during Aries to make offers, because people are in that like, I want it now. I want to get it done. Give me that impulse buy. And then as we move into Friday, we move into Taurus. Friday and Saturday, the moon will be transiting through Taurus, which is an earth element. And so we kind of like take a chill pill, right? Like we went in this really high energy with Aries, and then it's like we kind of relax, we stop, we smell the roses, we get in tune with the senses. We want to be comfortable and cozy and just kind of sit, right? And so we'll have this nice boost of energy through the week, and then coming through the weekend, we just kind of want to chill, kind of want to enjoy ourselves. And then on Sunday, we will move into Gemini, which is much more social, much more active, communicative energy. So we might find ourselves wanting to hang out and be a little bit more social come Sunday. All right, my friend, this has been your Sidereal Astrology Forecast for the week of March 11th through the 17th. Stay tuned. Make sure to subscribe to the channel, to follow the podcast, and leave us a comment if you're on YouTube. Let me know what you are feeling with this new moon energy and us entering into this new week. And if you're on the podcast, leave us a review. I would love to hear what you think about the podcast. Give us a 5-star? I'd love to have that. That'd be great. The more people that know about this channel and the more people that know about the podcast, the more we can help, right? So, my friend, have a great rest of your day, and remember to close your eyes and take a nice deep breath with me. And find peace.